his treasure deep within that island's craggy crust, he'd hide it well and mark the spot. And one day, after he'd escaped from whatever prison cage his English captors tossed him into, he'd come back and retrieve La Gran Calabaza. Hours after hiding his precious treasure on the small island, Aliento de Perro was seized by British sailors. They locked him in irons and transported him across the ocean to London, where he was jailed inside Newgate Prison. The pirate wasn't there very long before he was tried, convicted, and sentenced to death by hanging. Capitan de Perro's last visitor before the prison chaplain arrived to escort him to the gallows was his son, Uberto, who told his son what his father had told him. When that son became a father, he too passed along the family secret. And so it went for generation after generation. But to this day, no descendant of Aliento de Perro had ever done his bidding. None had ever unraveled his riddle. None had ever found the giant orange diamond known as La Gran Calabaza. Chapter 1. The clock was ticking. Jake McQuade was on a mission for the top secret agency known as the Consortium. The 12-year-old had already defeated the world's most sophisticated artificially intelligent computer and solved impossible cases for the FBI. And, thanks to his newfound knowledge of geometry, physics, and human psychology, he'd also starred on his middle school basketball team. His pale, freckled skin baked in the scorching midday sun. He was on a high-speed, rigid-hull inflatable boat zooming across choppy waters with a small team of commandos in scuba gear. His mother had been right. Jake should have packed sunscreen. The commando team dropped Jake and his best friend Kojo Shelton on a craggy island. "You two are on your own," said the squad commander, clicking a stopwatch. "You have 15 minutes to secure the package." Jake used a handheld mapping device to quickly find the target building. But inside the windowless structure, things slowed down. The place was like a dark maze trapped inside a funhouse. Except this house was more dangerous than fun. Jake and Kojo followed the blinking green dot through a series of switchbacks and found themselves trapped inside a black box of a room. The instant their feet hit the floor, a huge metal door slammed shut behind them. "We need to get out of this room, Jake," said Kojo, checking his glowing watch. "Fast! We only have 10 more minutes to secure the package." "Working on it," said Jake. He was thinking, trying to come up with a solution. "Where to next?" I'm not sure." "What? Come on, use your big jelly-beaned brain." This mission was clearly a test of Jake's superior intellect, and that made him a little nervous. Jake hadn't become super intelligent the usual way, studying, reading books, doing homework. He'd taken a shortcut, ingestible knowledge capsules in the form of jelly beans. Jake never knew if or when his mental superpowers would disappear. He just hoped it wasn't today. Chapter 2. "Oh, wow, check it out," said Kojo, rustling around inside the sleek nylon sling bag the Consortium had given them for this mission. "There's all sorts of cool gear in here. Duct tape, a Swiss Army knife, a pair of binoculars. Hold up. I think there's some Hershey bars in here, too." He sniffed loudly. "Oh, yeah,